This video, I'm going to take a look at a new plugin from United Plugins called FireCharger. I did a review of a few of the United plugins a few months ago, and the one that really impressed me was FireMaster. So decided to check this one out, and yeah, I'm really impressed by it. I have a blues track here with some guitars, drums and bass. No vocals on it at the minute, just mocked up vocals, the melody, but I'm not going to embarrass myself by letting people hear me sing random words in an attempt to find lyrics. So yeah, I'll just go through the different tracks and you can hear how it sounds. The track itself, yeah, sort of like a blues type song. So I'll have a listen to it in the drums first. So this is it processing and then bypassed. Quite a dramatic difference, and it doesn't seems to work like a saturator. You know, it gives a perceived volume increase, but it's not actually driving the volume a crazy amount. So we'll put it 100% wet, and then we'll drive some of these sections. So we've got charge, anodize, which I guess works in combination with charge. Tone. Magnetize, which is like a tape emulation. Got undo and redo. So yeah, quite a big difference on the drums. On this electric guitar. B's the default. Seems to really clean up the low end on it. clean up the low end, gives the high end a nice sweetness to it, almost like a tube-like kind of saturation. Go on to this heavier section. Same bass line. So that's bypassed. And that's processed. Appreciate that they have the undo redo. Actually, it's really handy. This is the B default setup. They did say that you could just load it up, go wet dry, on pretty much any material as well. Just supposed to adapt to the input. Just opens up that guitar. So if I open up the mixer panel, you can see that it's got a hefty enough latency penalty to it, so it wouldn't be much good for tracking through, but as a mixing tool, it's very good. So if I link these tracks, inserts, and that way I can disable them all simultaneously. So that's it without the FireCharger on all the tracks. does seem to control the bass quite nicely. And they did say that you can use it on the master, so let's try the preset. Yeah, I really like what it's doing. The processing overhead on it seems to be pretty minimal as well. But yeah, everything that I've tried it on that track anyway, I'm interested to try it on acoustic guitars and vocals as well. Just seems to, it almost reminds me a little bit of the Kush Omega 458A, which is sort of like a tube preamp style saturator. Well, because they're all linked. Need to remember to unlink them. But yeah, it reminds me of Kush 458A and the sort of the quality of the saturation that it adds. It's like a really, it can go from a really gentle tube style saturation to kind of mangled sounding on some sources, and on some other sources you push it quite hard and it still manages to sound tasteful. So interesting plugin, and at €19 I think it's a bargain. Yeah, for sure. Between that and FireMaster, they're my two favorite plugins by United Plugins so far. Definitely worth checking out. Cheers.